What's up, fam? How you doing? You take off my trading music. So I wanted to do a loom here, and I'm not sure what you're seeing right now. I'm assuming you're seeing the screen. I can't see it. So, all right, TradeStation. TradeStation. This is a mission. This has been a mission for me to figure this out. So I wanted to do a video, just in case anybody out there in trading world is trying to figure out how to trade with TradeStation, the desktop. I'm running a Mac personally, and I have gone through a lot of challenges to try to figure this thing out. Um, so my biggest thing is that I like to use the trade ladder to enter stocks quickly, and then I hadn't found a way to set profit targets and one stop loss to scale out of positions. A lot of people they just want to you know get into a position, get out of it real quick. I prefer to scale out of my positions and give them a chance to work. I do believe in asymmetrical risk. I do believe in that. And whatever trade that I put on, I try to make sure that, I'm a mean reversion trader. So I try to make sure that it has enough meat on the bone, as they say, and that when I'm putting a trade on, that I can, get at least 2 to 1 on it. Because if you're getting 1 to 1, risk reward, I'm assuming that you're basically a trader that is using a very high win rate, and it's a double-edged sword, but it is what it is. A lot of people go for the high win rate. I personally don't do real well with high win rates, because then the losers, I tend to like hang on to them for a long time. So right now my win rate is since the end of January, my win rate right now is 43.84%. So I'm only right 43.84% of the time, and I'm profitable since the end of January. But the reason why that is because I'm looking for at least 3 to 1 risk reward. And so that's the reason why I like to get paid in at least 2 to 1, 3 to 1, and then 4 to 1. And the way that I've managed to do that is um, if it goes all the way to the profit target. Anyway, all right, so here we go. Let's take a stock right here, right now. NEM seems to be doing some stuff here, so let's see if it meets the criteria. NEM is right here. All right, so here's the deal. Here's the deal with NEM. No, not NEM. Here's the deal with this TradeStation platform. This is my simulated account. 100,000 bucks in here of fake money. And right now, NEM is it's not doing much. It's 12:09 right now p.m. So I just want to show you what would happen if I threw on a position right now of 60 shares with 50% risk, basically risking 30 bucks. Nothing much, right? One of my mentors says, "Do not ever buy the market," which would be like throwing money away. So just to be disciplined, I'm going to go ahead and put this order here, and I'm going to go ahead and scale into it, see if it picks me up here, and I'm going to set my stop at the recent low of 72.98. All right, so let's just say that I get in this trade right now. Let's say I get filled. What's the spread? The spread is about 2 cents, so it's pretty tight spread.
Order filled.
All right. Okay, so here it is. This is a already bracketed order that I have here. Okay, with the 60 shares. And if you'll notice, the 60 shares, I have one stop market order. I use stop market orders. I'm not trying to get out. I'm getting out, right, at whatever the market is. And so I'm not even worried about whether it's gonna give me a good price on there. If I want to get out, I'm gonna get out. The way that I make sure that I get a good price is I look for really really liquid stocks, and NEM right now is 2 million. Uh, you know shares. It's only 6,000 on this bar, so it's not the greatest volume in the world, but who cares? This is just for an example. All right, so here's the deal. If I were to get into this trade and I had nothing on, I'm going to cancel all of this. This is what I figured out. Let's just say that I hotkeyed into this thing, and now I want to scale out. I want to have one stop and three profit targets, or one stop, one profit target, one stop, two profit targets. I figured out a way to do it. And you go over here. I'm not sure if you can see that, but here there's this OCO order, and there's a drop down menu where you can choose either one limit order and one stop order. It's very important that you choose which one you're going to use, because you either use the stop which is the market order, or the limit order, right? I'm going to do stop. So make sure if you do what I do, that you only hit 1L1S, which is a market order to get out. All right, so NEM seems to be holding here on the 1 minute time frame at the 50. It's above red to green. Here's the thing. I clicked right here in these three little dots right here, and now it's going to bring up the interface of this OCO order, right? So let's just say that I want to give this 50 cents and I want to do asymmetrical risk reward. So I'm going to do a 3-to-1 risk reward on this, right? So if I'm going to risk 50 cents, I'm going to look to make a buck 50 on my risk, right? So now that I've set that, notice that it's set already, right? We go back to it. See, 50 cents of risk, $1.50 of profit. All right, I'm clicking OK. Now all I have to do is click place the OCO order, and bingo. Look at this. All right, one more time. Bingo. Bam. There it is. So here's my 50 cents of risk from the current price, I think is where it puts it at. And then here's my, 3-to-1 risk reward up here at 86.40. So clearly you have to set logical profit targets. Sorry, guys. Clearly you have to set logical profit targets. It can't just be pie in the sky. I really want to make all that money. Yay. Um, so that's basically one and done. This is one stop, one profit target, right? So this is a way for you to either hotkey in, get in, and then set either one stop with multiple profit targets, one profit target, or two or three. I like to scale out of three. I've had an issue with trying to find how to work this on TradeStation. I know that you can do like this trade, thing right here. I don't know how to use that. So, sucks being me that I don't know how to use that. But I finally figured out something that works for me. The other thing that I would tell you is if I drag this, it will move the stop right here on the chart trader. And then I also have the trade ladder. And then this is where my orders are. I haven't figured out a better way to do this. If anybody knows a better way to do this, I maximize it to see what I'm in. And I have my orders here. I also have my little, whatever this thing is right here, this pane up here that I have what I figure is very important, which is my average price is probably the most important thing to know what I got in at, and that way I know where I'm at on the trade. So here, if I was wanting to keep the risk tight, one of my mentors has taught me to, you know, you could risk 11 cents below whatever low day or high day on one of these candles. So if I wanted to risk the low of this candle, because if it breaks this candle, let's just say it's going to reverse trend and it's going to continue lower. It may or may not. Who cares? But just for the sake of the video, this candle low here is 73. So I've set my risk at 72.89, right? So now I can raise this to 72.89 and risk less, right? Based on the chart. And I'm going to risk right there, 11 cents under that low right there. Okay, under this candle low. All right, so now I have the risk, and this is pretty cool because it'll tell you the amount of loss that you'll take if it gets to your level, and it also tell you the amount of profit you'll take. So 16, 3-to-1 at this range, be 45 bucks. So be right around here. Let's just leave it there, 48 bucks, 40, yeah, 73.97. Now I'm not sized for that risk, but this is another thing that is very important, which is to minimize your total risk in a trade based on the chart, not based on what you wish or want the price action to do. And price action is king. So anyway, hope this was helpful, especially with this whole TradeStation platform that I haven't figured out how to maximize it. I'm still learning how to do it. And I didn't know how to throw on a, um, a stop with profit targets before, figuring this out on my own here. So it's, for me, it's really good news. The same way that I threw on this, one limit, one stop order, I could have done a, another bracket, which would have been the two limit, one stop, right? You could do two limit, two stops, but that's not what I'm about. Three limits, one stop. And that way you can scale out of a trade and let it work in your favor and get paid while it's working in your favor and minimize your risk. So that's like super important if you haven't figured that out already. All right, thanks.